Now, very first thing we're going to do, obviously, is change our movement to click. And we don't actually... should probably change my attack button. There we go. So we're live, we're going, we have Viper Strike as is tradition. And of course, right now it's going a little wonky, but I think we're going to be okay. We'll put Viper Strike on here, we'll keep this clear for now. And let's just go and have an adventure. This is not a race league or anything, but we do have a lot of people coming online all at once, so I'm not super surprised that my controls are a little weird, and they're really weird today. It'd be great if, like, I died this early. I mean, it is just standard league, so caches of Perandus wealth can be found throughout raid class is the shtick for this league. And I'm curious about how that is going to turn out here, but I do want to just check and making sure that our stream is actually going here now that we seem to have a slightly more stable connection. I mean, I don't have the beefiest PC ever. And sometimes Path of Exile, even though they do have the fix for desync bugging here, is still not the greatest. But the nice thing about New League, other than the fresh start, is that you can just kind of take your time, go at your own pace. There's races and stuff for going faster and everything else. I mean, there's people that have already hit the ledge, but people were in queue way ahead of us. So we'll get there when we get there. Not used to hitting a dead end full of zombies. Guess that's what happens when I stay near the coast. Alright. So we'll get all kinds of poison. Just had a really weird, like, flash. I think I'm still going, though. Alright. Like I said, let's not die. I prefer not to die. I'm just going to Alt-Tab just to make sure we are going. We have a few frames dropped, but we're doing alright. Cool. Let's keep it on, keep it on. As long as Twitch is slightly happy, I'm happy. Now, some of you are probably watching this on YouTube eventually. My information is Asher Games on YouTube as well. But we have our first level. Yay. Like I said, things sometimes go fast, sometimes go slow. Now, they did adjust a lot of skill trees and everything throughout here, but I'm pretty sure since we're going Bladefall still, I do want to do, instead of the cast speed junk and going up to trickery, we're not doing an elemental damage build, we're going to be doing physical and chaos. So that should work. Alright, so I mean, if you haven't played Path of Exile, I'll just go over it briefly. It's free and it's fun. It's if you think Diablo 3 should have been more like Diablo 2, Path of Exile is pretty much the game for you. Because that's exactly what, pretty much the developers grinding your games, they saw a hole in the marketplace. Speaking of holes, there's a lot of zombies right there. But they saw a hole in the marketplace because Blizzard took their dear sweet time releasing anything regarding Diablo 3, so they took it, ran with it, and arguably made a better product. Remember when Blizzard was the one outdoing everyone else? But that's neither here nor there. Okay. Not the best stuff. This is eventually going to be a Chaos immune character. But for now, we just take all of our little items. That's like 1 billion driftwood things, and I'm not even going to bother identifying that right now. So, Lion Eyes Watch. Here we go. Now, as this is a live stream, there may be some interruptions and everything, but
so what you did to
you all know the drill.
Lion Eyes Watch isn't much, but it's out.
Now we have 3 scrolls of wisdom, and we have 1 reward that we can get right away.
Fine work with Hillock.
So what do we want to take as there's a lot of things we can take. Frostblades, ethereal knives. I could go ahead and take ethereal knives just to have a kind of spammable skill that's up here. The other option could be, well, fire traps usually pretty good. It's not like we're sticking with any of these for a while. I'll take fire trap. You can always buy some of this stuff later. So clicky, 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 sell, sell, sell. Alright. And we're going to use our usual trap key, which is R. Cool. Alright, anything we want to buy right here, right away from Nessa? Probably not. Now, how far do we get in the stream today? I'm not 100% certain. We're just going to go until we go. And we don't want to... I really don't feel like blowing all of my scrolls of wisdom right now. So we'll just see what the land gives us. If this were race rules, we could do totally different things here. Oh, the loading. Alright.
The furnace down at the slaughterhouse.
Oh, good. So here is the first stick. Not stick, but thing related to this league. You can see I'm already dying, and I'm getting just a little bit. I'm not even using my traps, which would really help quite a bit right now. Alright. Fire trap is good. That chest up there is what we want. Plate vest drift would run right away, but this chest has coins? Yes. Lots of coins. We can hold up to 1,000 here, and they will give us goodies. Of course, we actually got to survive to get to the place that has it, so not a lot of great things. We could try and do something with a bow. Well, we have Viper Strike, which is okay. I think we're going to save a lot of this stuff to sell. Thought that would be chromatic for a second. I might want more links, so let's do this. Shabby Jerkin's probably better. Even if all the stuff's unlinked, we're still really early. Cool. So, hello to those of you who are coming in and watching Path of Exile. It's fun. I'm leaving chat up because it's fun. And we have everybody exploding because it's fun. Now, what I have done kind of in the past is try and do some more AoE-centric builds here. But like many things, I mean, I've done... You could technically say Ethereal Knives might be better for some of the stuff than Trap here, since Ethereal Knives is physical damage as well. But I've never done quite the build that I'm doing here. But of course, I guess that's true for everybody now because we have the new, well, what do you call it? The new expansion. And the new Ascendancy classes that come with it. So I'm probably going to be going Occultist. Here, Crucified Corpse. We'll do our usual thing. I still have, like, the hardcore you play, you die mindset of, you don't want to go to the title island right away. So that might be a little silly. We still got our traps. Yeah, what do you got?
Any moment now, this whole...
Okay, defend the relic. Not my favorite thing to do with just Viper Strike. It's good that we leveled up, though. This is supposed to be easier, but I guess, you know what? Path of Exile is a lot like Diablo 2 in that way, in that it's the earliest levels that tend to be the most precarious. Later on, once your build starts taking shape, once you get your skill trees and everything, it all starts to work out really well. So we may actually spend some stuff here just to get our friendly neighborhood. We're actually losing damage here. But I may actually get Ethereal Knives. That's going to help me clear a lot more stuff quickly than the Fire Trap. They support each other pretty well. And we should get some decent currency here in a minute. This is going a surprisingly long amount of time. Alright. Like I said, you had a few people that got in ahead of everyone else, and we really have one more zombie to take out. Okay, there's your drowned dead. Die from chaos damage any day now. There we go.
That was some damn divine.
Cool. So a little bit of experience. Rustic Sash is good. I guess we need a shield for now. It's going to slow us down slightly, but that's okay. Alright. Yeah, I think I will go for Ethereal Match before too long.
Black storms descend on us.
Yeah, you can talk about cons some more, that's fine. Okay, good. Rare drop this fast. Level up this fast. Orb of Chance. It's like you always get the really good orbs early, so 10% faster move speed, I'll take it. Yeah. And did I not apply that skill point yet? So 10%. Yeah, we want physical damage and chaos damage. So I think we will grab Ethereal Knives here when I get a minute. Probably after I cry over how long it takes to kill this rare pack. I mean, they're armored, so the chaos is going to go through here. They're not getting charge damage. Alright. Okay, so more skills leveling, which is also very important. Alright, good. Flame Trap starting to come into its own. Power Amulet as well. Alright. That just... Okay, Coral Amulet. Well, I kind of prefer the mana regeneration to the other one. I technically could pick that up because it's easy to sell. Superior Medium Life Flask, yes please. Not too mana hungry here. Oh, hello. Big beak. Big bird, big something. We got a few rare packs right near here. This guy actually does chaos damage, so that could get a little problematic. There you go. Zombie pack 2. So I said Viper Strike's okay as a single target something or others. We have more coins that we can get now. So see, if I was playing on hardcore, I probably would have just gotten obliterated here. Fortunately, there are forbidden treasures that can be ours. All we have to do is just not explode to the fire. Or we can hope. Wow, there's even more of them. All right. And see, this is what I like about the different leagues in Path of Exile, is that they give you lots of different stuff. I know people have criticized some of the leagues in the past, and it's not entirely unjustified, but you know what? It's trying, and it's making more than just the normal, regular old gameplay. It's giving you something else. Like now we have bright, glowy things that are trying to kill us instead of just undead things. Fortunately, we're not like losing treasure because we're taking forever to kill these guys. I guess now we know that that actually spawns guys until we clear them out. And we can't open it until it's clear. So any more traps? Alright. Oh, Ice Shot early. That's nice. Driftwood Club early. And lots of scrolls and lots of coins. And actually a Shabby Jerkin that's not only better than what we have, but also one that we can make into a chromatic orb later. Alright. Not terrible at all. Alright, so we have glyphs and glyphs. Anything else we want to pick up? Iron Hat. Could use it. Survivability is already turning into a little bit of an issue. Okay, why am I doing it like this? Alright, Driftwood Wand, not too bad. Rusted Hatchet, we'll take the gloves at least. Alright. And coins. 8 coins! I'm rich! Okay, glass shank.
I need more pockets.
You do, but that's okay. We'll take out the plate vest, glass shank. Because I'm going to be playing with daggers here. 18 mana, 1+ mana per kill. Better than just nothing, so... Just drop the shield. Dual wield for now. Cool! So see, little things like that, and that's actually another chromatic orb. So did we actually get our 3? No, we didn't. All that fighting, and we didn't even get that exclamation point. Like I said, it's fun to have a different way to play, as it were. So, Row Nest, which is usually the one that I find first. Now there is the Necromancer's Lair that's up and around here too. And chances are, based on the level layout, this is probably not the way we're supposed to go. Although I do like that I'm level 4 already. I'm used to like being through here at level 2. Alright. Okay. More physical damage. Like I said, our goal is going to be to buff our physical damage as much as possible, to a lesser extent our attack speed, but there's other ways to buff, because when we're doing ethereal, or, well, let's see here, we're not doing ethereal knives, except as kind of a starter thing. Later on we'll be doing, not fire traps like this, but actual Bladefall Trap. But for Blade Vortex, which is going to be kind of our backup ability, we want some faster cast and all that. Okay, cave's open. We can talk to Tarkly. Hey, once upon a time there was not a waypoint right here at the entrance. And yet, here we are. I'm just going to hit the refresh button real quick, just because I want to make sure that the stream quality is okay or acceptable. It might not be. Twitch might be starting to get mad at me now. My internet connection does do that sometimes. Yeah. Unfortunately, XSplit, Broadcaster, and Twitch seem to have different ideas for what I should be doing with keyframe intervals. So we're just going to have to deal with it. Alright. Driftwood Wand. We'll just sell. Ice Shot's nice, but we're not going to use it right now. Cool. So, decent haul. Tarkly, what you got for me? Bear Trap, Orb of Storms, Riposte, and Contagion. Okay, we want to take Contagion. At least for now. And we want to go over to here, see if we can get Blade Vortex as well. I mean, Trap, Contagion, or not Blade Vortex. We can't get that till level 12. I mean, but there's Viper Strike, Frost Blades. I feel like I should know what these things look like. Ethereal Knives. 1 Scroll of Wisdom, yeah, sure. Alright, so what I like to do here instead of is have Ethereal Knives on my right click. We'll keep you down here. So, you'll be Ethereal Knives, you'll be Viper Strike, don't ask me why, and yeah, we'll keep Contagion as Q. These are just little things to level us up until we get to the skills that we really want. So one thing that would be helpful for me, people are watching, just let me know what my alright. Just let me know what the view quality's like. I'm not sure if there's a lot I can do to change it, but I'd at least like an update just so I know if at all possible. One reason I do like to stream this instead of just outright record it or something is because it just takes, there's just a lot of editing and everything that goes in, and it takes a lot of space, and it doesn't always, wow. Doesn't always work out, but for some reason we're having some trouble moving all of a sudden. Alright, so we're gonna backtrack here just a little bit and get some of our other quests out of the way. So, Ethereal Knives. One of the first builds I ever did was an Ethereal Knives Shadow. So we'll at least, all I want to do is be able to fast clear.
From this coast. The Empire's citizens decorate
Okay, so Contagion should spread just a little bit. I really should have gotten another mana.
Families till the earth, fish the waters, fill the air with song. The card we wave is yet a seedling. But it grows, gains in pride and power every day. Calm has kept.
Yeah, calm, we know.
The time of the calm.
Sounds so serious all the time. So see, now we don't have to use Viper Strike quite as much. We do have the chaos damage spreading here. And we have the person that we don't like. Hailrake, also known as Cold Cold No Touchy No Touchy. Which he doesn't seem to like being ignited, so that is a plus. Cast Glacial Cascade. It used to be something else. And there's the medicine chest. Rawhide Gloves. We'll take that medium mana flask right on cue. And I think we'll take some of this stuff just to sell it. Oh god. Lag is real. It's not just pretend. Okay, we're gonna actually be getting a quick flask for this in just a minute. So we'll keep that here. We're at mid, short bow. Cool. So decent. Like I said, my other concern is because I have a when I say faster turnaround time in terms of streaming, that's at least because my internet connection is slow. And if you've been to my YouTube channel, you know I try and put content up there. But then you have issues where, like, I can't really upload things while I'm working because uploading completely takes out my internet almost entirely. And for a 30 to 40 minute XCOM 2 episode at 1080p, it takes me about 6 hours to upload it. So that's one of those things where if I can get it in overnight, and I can't always get it in overnight, but if I can get it in overnight, that's what I have to do. So Ethereal Knives, now we're back to kind of the play style I'm used to here. And fortunately, you can start with Ethereal Knives and transition over to Blade Vortex pretty easily. Alright. Do like the free skill that comes with this. Totally not Den of Evil. I'm sure no one's ever made that comparison. Skinning Knife. Probably better than a U. 4 to 16, 5 to 8, 5 to 8. Don't know 100% if primary weapon, secondary weapon matters. We'll do it like this. So the trap's nice, but and I'm obviously doing a terrible job of using Contagion right now. So we're gonna need to change that in a minute. There we go. Dripping Dead, so lovely. It's like the beginning of my time in World of Warcraft where my first character was undead. Let's actually turn around and stab the right way, please. So it's just a little funny to me of it's always a question of, am I having to compete with my actual system here? Or am I having to compete with the server load? I have a feeling, considering Grinding Gear Games' track record, that it's a little bit of both, but my system and connection might not be helping. Like, fortunately I had to do a lot of stuff out for a good while, so I was actually able to upload some stuff earlier, but still, what I need to do is to download some kind of download manager that I can just pause and restart downloads for YouTube without having to like eat problems. Now, there's a way that you can kind of BS to them. Alright. Alright. We have to kill all these guys. Any day now. There we go. And then we're going to have a good friend up here. Just a second. And the best part is because you're all undead, so even though you catch on fire, he will just revive you again and again. And we're just going to have to keep killing you till you die and then kill you some more. Alright. Okay, so chaos damage should do that. There we go. Okay, we actually got a challenge done, so that's good. Second glass shank, so we don't really need it. Goat horn, don't really want it. We do have another point. Yay! The march goes on. So some skills are much stronger than others in the early game. Ethereal knives did not used to fit that description, as there's a stray that I want to actually be able to kill. I think I left off a whole area over the water that has some monsters on it, so let's fix that. Let's see, Fire Trap, now that we've leveled it up a little bit, is starting to do some work. The thing is that I'm taking things to buff my physical damage, so it's not as strong as maybe some other skills would be. Good. So that's Contagion up. I'm not going to be getting Ent for a while, so we're not going to be able to use that as much. Bye-bye, Rot Bite.
Play dead. Good doggy.
Wow. I'm used to my characters being more respectful. Alright, so we got that too. So it's going to be we got one book of Orb of Regret or Book of Skill. I think this is the Orb. I think this is the respec points one, excuse me. Which means we go up here, we should be able to, how's our inventory? Our inventory's alright. Except maybe could possibly ID that. 19 what? Evasion rating? Kind of prefer the tiny bit of energy shield that I have. Alright. It's cool. We haven't even made it to the ledge and we're already level 6. I remember when once upon a time I would just do ledge runs for days. So there's our hopefully spreading chaos damage. Here's the enemy so nice we have to kill them twice. At least we get double experience for it. And there's our portal scroll, which for some reason makes me think of what kind of crap would go down if Valve made Portal 3, because it would show that obviously they know how to count. No. Okay, that's what I like to see. Rusted Spike, one-handed sword, we don't really want that. And there's our depths already. Or no, it's not. But we got a treasure chest at least. Coral amulet. Eh. Okay, we do have traps here. Traps, knives. So the big thing is just to try and level up until you get to better places. Okay, so there's that chaos damage spreading quite nicely. So good. We have good wave clear, is that what we're going to call it today? We have some nice AoE damage going now. And we have our first Merveil daughter. And all of our cute little Merveil babies. Alright. Brood Princess is dead. Long live Brood Princess. Alright. Okay, coordination. Good. Now the question becomes, did I miss the skill point dungeon up there? My gut tells me yes, I did. Let's see what we got here. Orb of Chance, pretty good. Go and explore up here. Feel like I should have gone back to at least get the one thing that'll let me run a little faster. Alright. So not even need to use Ethereal Knives as much right now. Alright. So here's place the first that I want to go. Flooded Depths. I'm about to say some famous last words here, which is, I wonder where all the Ascendancy chest went. Okay, so we got more levels. That's good. Well, like I said, famous last words. Let's see if we can clear these guys a little better, a little faster, a little stronger. Looks like we're doing okay. We just need to use up a lot more mana. It looks like they have missile protection right there, which is a little annoying, but it's like they knew I was coming, so that's better. Wow, ×2 Perandus coin. Wonder what I did special for that. And I believe it is oh, Detonate Dead. Which does remind me that Heroes of the Storm, another game that I haven't played really like I used to. Okay, so that's just making missile damage immune right there. Did release a new hero, which is the Diablo 2 Necromancer. And apparently he's awesome. Apparently he's also a bit overpowered. But considering he tends to counter lots of brawlers that are in the game, and there are some really strong ones for a while there. There we go. More chests. Yep. By the way, these coins are actually tradable. So I'm curious what that's going to do to the economy, if anything. But there's lots of ways we can use it. Ethereal Knives, level up. Be able to make some of these guys melt pretty soon. And I think there's our good friend Commodore Crustacean, the Deep Dweller. How deep? This many. Alright. More fire traps. That's actually a respectable amount of damage it's doing to me too. Large Life Flask already, that's good. Coral Ring, good. Portal Scroll, good. Let's see. 10 extra charges. Oh, that's decent over time. Medium Mana Flask. Alright. I'm liking it. So we got all of our little optional quests done. Like I said, my goal here is more just to kind of mosey on through. And maybe I'm losing some street cred here or not. I've never really been much of a person to be a min-maxer. In fact, Path of Exile is a game that I've enjoyed quite a bit. I've never made it very far. It's all about being able to stick with it or not stick with it. So I thought maybe at least trying to do with the new expansion here would start. I've made it like through the main storyline quest and made it about enough into the second tier difficulty to know that I was gonna be. I had a pretty good build with summon raging spirits, and that it was probably gonna be okay. But then Merciless would come around and probably slap me in the face, and then I ran out of time to play for like a month. So that happened. But for those of you who may be familiar with me from YouTube land, you know that there's other games that I play. Like I already mentioned XCOM 2, which right now the major limiting factor for updating that on my channel is upload speed, which is another issue I've already alluded to. So I feel like I've talked about things quite a bit, but it's YouTube Asher Games, and this VOD's going to be going up there, which, if you're watching it, how meta, because you're hearing me talk about it right now. But I have recorded ahead for XCOM 2. You may have seen earlier today that I did post FTL video. I am doing that again. I told myself that I'd take a little break from it just to make sure it stays fresh, because the last time I got burnt out, I got really burnt out on it. So it's exciting to go back in, even if it's frustrating to not have all the unlocks I used to have. And for those of you who have not played Path of Exile in a while, yes, they did change the map quite a bit. There's only one floor in the Submerged Passage now. There's the ledge, and then there's one place here before we get there. There used to be like 4 other zones. But Grinding Gear Games, bless their souls, they actually do listen to their community. And they changed the pacing and quite sped up the game in the early parts. Because it used to be that you had to go through all kinds of like, here's another zone with drowned sailors and stuff. Here's another zone with drowned sailors. How many can you kill for like 4 zones in a row? And they've scaled that back. Although the jumping goat men will always be around. So that's good. If you like jumping goat men. Something that Diablo 3 and Path of Exile have in common. Can't we all just get along? Right, physical damage, damage over time. With one-handed melee weapons. Yeah, I think we want to do that. I mean, the other idea is to go into some of the mana stuff, try and get some life. And life is not terrible, don't get me wrong. But we're also not playing hardcore, so I think I want to go for Fangs of the Viper first, before we take Blood Siphon and all of that. So we'll do this. Right, one-handed melee damage, which does affect these skills too. Sleight of hand. I mean, I guess, you know what, instead of trekking through the middle here, we could take this a bit faster. Do physical damage, Willow Blades. You'd think that I'd plan this out ahead of time. And I have an idea of where to go. I always kind of... I'm not super cool to the point where I just come up with a bunch of original builds or anything. Kind of the opposite, actually, but... I try and take what seems like it works and from what other people have made and go from there, so... Oh, good. I would actually really like to talk to you. So, Cardiopandurus, or Perandus, who doesn't look like he's trying to disappear. But we can use our coins to buy something. So let's see what we get. We get almost killed. Alright, so... that's pretty good. I like these little loot shrines and stuff. Actually, with some really good items here. And another chromatic orb. So that's good. We're all very happy right now. Please tell me he didn't disappear. Good.
Might I unburden you of some cumbersome coinage?
So what's his offer here? 5 coins for 1 lapis amulet. Well, we've got a lot of coins right now. You know what? Screw it. 21 intelligence is not awesome, but we are going to need it.
Getting quite a deal then.
Yeah, thank you. And there he goes through the portal. Bye-bye. Alright, lapis amulets. How screwed did we just screw ourselves here? Okay, so lots of intellect. So mana regeneration rate's going to go down. Global critical strike. That's for a level 5 amulet. That's got a lot of stats. Alright, so once we get to the And that's kind of the deal here. It's pretty much just gather your coins from some of your rando fights. We're down to 17 now. I would have preferred like a main stat item, but this means we don't have to necessarily dive into intellect nodes on the skill tree too much, so that's a positive. So we got, do we have space for the rewards? We will, because we're handing in the medicine chest. Alright, so Quicksilver Flask. You always Quicksilver Flask. Every time, without fail. Alright, what else do we got? Another skinning knife. So that one's plain. Wow. Socketed cold gems, fire, fire. Applies specifically fire damage to spells, plus 10 resistance. I'm a fan. So, what? Wrong socket. Alright. I apparently can't tell my colors today. So put that down there. Every little thing we can do to increase damage. Cone helmet we don't have the strength for right now. So I think I'll just sell. Yeah, we're alright. Vestal. Nessa, what else do you got? We'll just sell all the things. Anything we can do for Scrolls of Wisdom right now is alright by me. We can sell those. Okay, well, let's not sell those. What does that give us? Nothing great. Alright. Goat's Horn. I know technically I could keep some of these to craft it, but we're so early in the game where we're just going to be replacing gear left and right that I would rather not do that. Alright, so Detonate Dead. Let's put all these away. Obviously I can organize these stash tabs later. Right now I just want to play. I actually have more portal scrolls, which is a little bonkers. So, just like that. Inventory good. We actually got some really damn good daggers to start with. Book of Skill.
Necromancer.
Book of Regrets.
I've traveled in.
We're good. Actually got a pretty nice start. Back to the ledge, where once again I've spent so much time leveling in the past. So, like I said, we're going to go for Will of Blades, and then Fangs of the Viper, then we'll go up to Blood Siphon. And then, where do we want to go from here? I could do Nullification, which is alright. I'll have to think about some of this. I mean, there's a few places we can definitely go here. Blood Drinker's good. Starting to get some frenzy charges would be pretty alright. Trickery's okay and does give us some more intelligence. And some people, I've heard some conflicting reports on whether on what's good in terms of crit and Ascendancy. Some people say crit was way too overpowered, so it got nerfed into Oblivion, and now is a stat that doesn't really matter. Other people say it got nerfed, but it's still something that's worth pursuing.
The earth of raid class.
Alright. Die, please. Thank you. Get all the area damage we get to do before we even get to throw those knives. Okay, stabbity stab. There we go. Okay, so 1 fire trap, 2 fire trap. So lots of intellect is still pretty nice. Do not get me wrong at all. First off, that means I'm going to be able to keep my contagion going a little longer. Because it is possible to just... If you never do anything that gets you more intellect, you could have a bad old time there. So here's everybody's favorite totem. I have a party with the false god. Something, something, all of your beholden golden calves or something. Well, no, it's been a long time since I've watched Dogma. That's where it came. That's where it comes from, right? Now I could try and be super cool here and say, just face tank this, and I guess we will. Nailed Fist is not what we want for this. Alright. Okay, didn't mean to cast that twice. Look, we got another Contagion gem. In case we need it, I guess. Totally sell that for... Well... You obviously keep these skill gems for like other characters that you might make later on down the line. We can definitely go ahead and start trying to run away a little more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Earth below us. So the climb, once again, this is another place that has gotten a lot shorter, but we do have our good buddy Haku here. It looks like we got some more coins available. So let's make that happen. They actually have a very exciting bunch of attacks that fortunately my graphics can handle. So how many of these are we getting today? More coins, more levels. So it's like all these little enemies just want to pop in here. Alright. So even though this is a standard character, not a hardcore character, doesn't mean you don't want to just ignore life and go total glass cannon. I mean, you want to kill things at some point. But what do we got here? More zombies in the dark. Got little lightning things. Got lots of happy little ethereal knives. Alt orb, that's pretty good. Got a dog dreaming in the background. You may or may not be able to hear. It looks like we got some goodies over here too. So how do we want to do this? I guess we don't want to stand in the fire. Oh look, people are already in the slums. Well, if you're used to doing races and everything and have all the muscle memory, you can definitely fly through this content as fast as you like. So there's our head over there that we want. I'm a little embarrassed. The last time I lost a hardcore character, I lost it on an event like this, where I had someone who would revive things into corpses, and those corpses were terrible. I think today we're going to be alright. If we, I would have died on the end of Act 4 stuff, because I was not ready for it at all. Where's the spirit? I want to grab the spirit. There we go. Doesn't look like we have a time limit for this one, so that's good. But I also don't mind going through the Lotus Fields a little bit and just getting some of the other side stuff done. It helps us later. It's stuff you'll want to do eventually anyway. So it looks like chat's pretty happy here, so that's good. Portal Scroll. Lots of things trying to kill me. Also known as what else is new. Stab him in the face. Does this give us experience?
The black spirit
well, we get to hear this person falling over Khan again.
The animals suffered first. Their bodies changed. Their eyes filled with a hatred of mankind that is beyond instinct. Now it is we who must bend and bow like saplings before the sea-born gale. The firstborn of the kingdom of Kaun greeted us this day. The firstborn
right, so there's supposed to be a climb going on here where we actually get up to higher ground.
What have we done to enrage Rayclast? We look to Kaun. Our king will lay the spirit of this land at peace.
That's not really what happens. But that's why I guess history is best written from the perspective of the survivors, right? Which I always get the question, what happens if Trump wins the presidency of the United States of America? Who knows? But my initial instinct says that... I don't know when you all studied history, I don't know. I know some of you that are watching are not from the United States of America. So I don't know what extent American history gets taught in other countries, but there's a lot of people that look back at like the teens, the 20s, and just think that people in America are just stupid. How could they not see all these problems coming? And I think that could be the story of possibly the teens and 20s for America yet again. And just say, I'm part of that generation. Well, not really. I had my prime at the turn of the millennium, not after some of this, not before. Come on, go Shami. Okay, a little large here.
I'm so good at this. I'm scared myself.
Well, don't scare yourself, but level 10's nice. Okay, chests. Nope. So, Fangs the Viper. Good. Here, probably one of the slower runs that I've done so far, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm not trying to rush it either, is the thing. And maybe that's the keyest thing of all here. So good, we haven't dropped frames in a little while. That is definitely a plus. And let's just see.
Child's playhouse compared to this. They sure don't make them like they used to.
Alright. Thanks, Obama. No, thank Trump. See, I'm not the only one that's getting all political on this shit today. Alright, need to remember what actual way to go. I keep wanting to hit, like, L for light. Alright. So we got some big uns over here. Another place you're pretty susceptible to death. Or Lore Master, what do you got for me? Okay, 3 socket skinning knife. With 3 green sockets, that's not bad.
Good to see you. Sadly, this holy site has fallen to the corrupted already.
Alright, we gotta defend what? Complete the mission? Okay, I guess we gotta destroy the relics. There's one. I guess these are gonna be little monster spawners or something. Good. Context clues are fun, aren't they? Ooh, random cough. And let's see our bronze monograph. Is that going to take us somewhere?
In the court of the gods.
Solve the trial of ascendancy in this area. Well, this is another new thing. I wish I kind of let that go. This is an area full of traps, and that door's locked, so we're going to have to just... Okay, still locked. So we don't want to go too slow, too fast. Interesting. Well, at least we didn't let the spikes kill us right away, right? Because apparently you're supposed to solve all of these. So here's the lever. Is it like a mouse trap? Oh, shit! That's cute. I like that. All ass. Can we tank it? We'll play it safe. That's just dirty. Alright. Okay, is this... Was that the test? And we hit the lever, we made it up here. Looks like this area is disconnected from everything else, so... Let's see what's over. Oh, yep, we got more. Why does there need to be spikes? We know why. Cool, we did it again. Trial of Ascendancy plaque. And Vile Skull appears, just wanting to say hello. Congratulations on trying to eat our face. Cool. Superior skinning knife, not bad.
Belief is the strongest metal of them all.
Well, good. We have the prison one completed. So there's a portal that means we don't have to skip through all those again. That's nice. I like little challenges like that. Once again, things that make you change the way you play are always, almost, okay, I won't want to say always, almost always a positive. Things that just add like filler content are not necessarily in that same vein. Lots of things trying to kill us here. I gotta remind myself, I'm just in a low level zone. And we got a few more coins. Chainmail tunic. Anything else here? Skinning knife's okay. Yeah, it's probably better than our plain one. Let's find out. +1 mana on kill, 9% elemental damage with weapons. Not awesome, but well, since this one's not superior, we'll just keep it for the part here. Superior large flask. Not really gonna need it. Do we not have... We do have boots. We actually have good boots here. And we got another item slot. That would be a ring. Do we only have one ring? I swear we picked up a second ring. Okay, weird. Yeah, let's see what we got over here. Kill all the skeletons. I just want to make it up to our good friend Brutus. Alright. Not terrible. Yeah, now some people would say poison arrow is a better ability to take for some. So you might be right, but Ethereal Knives does pretty good. Okay, there's level 2. Upper Prison's still here. They didn't cut out all the content. Alright, keyframe interval currently at 8 seconds. That's not awesome. Wonder what that means this video is going to look like here, but you know what, we're just going to do it. Large Life Flask I am a fan of. Looks like you're just reviving all of our friends, and I can't stand for that. Alright. Should probably go ahead and equip this. Don't need you. Okay, apparently I want to pick you up anyway. Let's get around you guys. Obvious dead end is obvious. Okay, so got a few little dudes following me. Do actually need to get some charges for one of my health flasks before we get up here. Should be able to take on Brutus in one go at least. Brutus actually isn't that hard. Die, guys. Pretty please. Amber Amulet. Not going to be any better than what I have. So more fire traps, more knives. All the knives. You can keep cursing me as much as you want, and you're still going to get knives to the face. Except now my knives are costing a lot more mana. So that's another thing we'll need to manage. Good. We are over leveled about for this, so that's fine. Why did I just go that way? Alright, hello Purity.
Shame the warden won't leave anything for me.
Piety. Why did I call you Purity? I've played this game before. Alright. Obviously there's people who've played this game even more, maybe even for... Oh, what? There is a fight in here. How many years have I played this game and I have not had a fight in here? Well, today, the world changes. Apparently, we're just gonna get surrounded by little glowy dudes. There we go. You don't want to step to me. Armor scrap, more coins. How many coins do we have now? Because we save up enough coins. We're only at 19. I feel like we should be at more. I feel like my worth of playing here is more. Okay, nothing great. Oh wow, so someone actually got a unique as an offer. I don't know if there's a way to like re-roll or change offers. Or maybe he'll just keep appearing. I didn't follow the blood stain on the floor. There we go. Who wants to play? I have Bear Trap for this fight, but I don't this time. Okay, so we are familiar with those spikes to a point. Okay. We can't really face tank him too well. But if we can just get some chaos damage in. Like I said, it's so funny how much easier he is on the next difficulty. But by that point, you've got all your skills. You got all your stuff. Whereas here, you're still kind of finding yourself as a character, exiled on Ray class. So we're just gonna play kind of safe here, because he's gonna say get over here anyway. So he's on fire, which is a plus. We want to keep him ignited as much as possible. We want to use our Q. I know technically this is not hardcore mode, but I still don't feel like dying today. There we go.
Big just means more places to stick a blade.
That's true. And we got a pretty decent carving knife. And a second one to boot. Don't think I'm going to do anything regarding crafting here. So, what do we got? That's a 3-link green. Oh, +1 level to socketed lightning gems. That was almost really good. Almost really good. Don't get me wrong, it's still good. Contagion can go here. So we got 2 rares. Got some pretty good links, to be honest. So your chainmail tunic, we don't have the strength to wear. Scare mask, no thank you. Not so bad, other than the whole almost dying part. Which is why we want to get a little bit of survivability here. We don't need as much as we would on hardcore. You absolutely prioritize going for that stuff on hardcore. But even just a little bit helps tremendously. And you can always spec out of it later. Alright. So let's see, I may actually move. Nah, what's a better place for this? Down here's okay. Down here's probably better than down there. This doesn't block much of anything. Okay. Down the hill we go. Let's get our reward. Everyone loves Brutus. So we got all the people in town now.
War will be the savior of it.
Tarklee, what you got for me? Okay, Clarity, which is good. Flame Dash, which is a surprising amount of damage. Whirling Blades, which is pretty good for moving from place to place. Smoke Mine or Wither. I think I'm gonna go with Whirling Blades. If only as more of a move around kind of thing. So this is not our build for endgame, but at all. Added cold damage, add lightning damage, lesser multiple projectiles. Adds 2 additional projectiles. I don't think that works with. I don't think that combos with anything here. So void manipulation. Interesting. I think we'll just do add lightning damage. Well, let's do the one that actually fits our spec here. So Viper Strike. Alright, what do we got? Since we got the links, we might as well use it. So Viper Strike we'll put here. So we'll put knives. I guess I kind of prefer to have... Well, I could put cold damage on the trap. But since we got the links... There we go. What else can we sell? Hey, you know what? I bet we do actually have more coins. Because I bet I just clickety-clicketied my way into putting them over here. Yep. I thought we had more coins. 44 is good. Trade coins to Cadiro, not Cardio. Perandus. Shift-click to unstack. So we got some decent stuff here. Like I said, this is just our in the beginning kind of build. So Prisoner's Gate. So a little bit of cold damage is going to add a little bit of frost and everything too. But this is my favorite area. Just kind of run through and get the hell out of dodge. Because I do not appreciate these guys exploding and trying to ruin my day.
Just need a moment.
All the goats. All the skills leveling up all at once too. And we'll take on the elite pack. Nice, so we got a ward there. Okay, boom puppies, orb of chance, so that was worth a stop. We do have another Haku level. Might as well take it now.
You are a welcome sight.
So more spirits to find, more caves to work our way through. Alright. Wow, it's actually this way. So see, we just got all kinds of AoE damage now. This is where you can usually be comfortable enough to start trying to get your life going. Good. We'll kill them on the way back. Looks like we got a pretty straightforward path through here. Oh, lag. Actual lag. Uh-oh. Well, we didn't die. We didn't really drop frames. So that looked like that was the server, not me. Yes! Or should I say, that's not supposed to happen, salt salt. Not even using whirling blades at all to get through stuff. Stab, 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 stab. Alright, what do we get? Chain boots could be okay. Par ring. Can we not wear you? Okay. Just get the spirit. And that spirit is super happy. Here we go. I feel like I should have grabbed a cup of water before I started with all this, but that's okay. Greater life flask is making dude freak out here. Actually, I'm not high enough level. Oh, I'm not high enough level to use that. And yet it dropped anyway. We're almost there. So another spirit save for our good friend Haku. Alright. So we could run all the way up here and have someone scream at me to find my own way. Well, that was nice of you. Piety, you're a real dick. And you're gonna get what's coming to you. Which is actually kind of true. Yeah, for those of you that do not know, Piety's lair used to be a lot more graphic than it currently is. Oh, good. We have Cat Intruder. Cat apparently likes Piety and is trying to tell me to go shut my bleep hole. One out of one cats likes Piety. Big things down there, big things up here. Not quite using contagion like we could have.
Hey there. Good dog.
And level 12. And Blood Siphon. 10% max of life, plus 5 life gained on kill. More importantly, 20 strength, so we could have actually used that chainmail now. But we don't have it because stronger things will come. Okay, I need to be whirring bladesing out of that. Instead of just standing in there and watching everybody die. Like they can't hurt. Whirring blades actually does not do a lot of damage. But I wonder if it could do more if I just had the right abilities here. It's like, well, it does maybe a little more. Alright, what do we got? Okay, you have frenzy charges, I have chaos damage. Somebody's gonna win. That was easy. Ish. This, on the other hand, is probably going to get pretty painful in a hurry. Alright. Just back up. Everybody just calm down. Like, calm! We know who that is. We listened to the story. That thing is just spawning a bunch of dudes. Like it doesn't care. Or is it generating a coin every time? We'll pretend it's generating a coin. Okay, that should be that. So, Orb of Augmentation. I guess maybe because it took us too long to kill those guys, we didn't get as much. Okay, see that? Whirring Blades does decent damage. Not as much as some abilities. But decent damage. Alright, we're almost to the siren. Okay, contagion level up.
I'm making the ghosts. Someone's being busy.
Usually just skip all this. Got the waypoint though, that's pretty nice. Because this used to be like 4 zones and they knocked it down to 1. And you guys did a surprisingly high amount of damage. Alright, we'll just let all you die. I mean, I know the ship is right there and kind of on the way. Ooh, that was not what I expected. I'll just kill all you guys in a hurry and see what we get. Alright. So I am getting some latency issues now, which is fun. Okay, so we're getting less coins. I'll have to check and see if that's like a time trial kind of thing. But most important part is that we are at the Caverns of Wrath. Now, if you have not played some of the like updated level 4 content, they buffed her story quite a bit. Like they fleshed it out. I don't know why I said buffed. Like that's what happened. Man, so much shit here. It's awesome. It's awesome, but it's a little like chaotic too. I guess it's part of the fun, right? Now, can we get more than 4 coins this time? Oh, wow, that apparently had a lot. Or it could be like a lot of things and just be random, because there's 3 coins. You know eventually it's going to be like... Well, you can only hold like 10,000 of them. Or 1,000, so... So we'll need it for something. Alright. Yeah, the story now for her is just a touch different. She pretty much was royalty at one point and then had just a little bit of a fall. So we'll go and grab the other 5%. I think nullification's okay. I mean, blood drinker's okay. Could do Revenge of the Hunted. I mean, it's a little bit to go because we're doing daggers as well. Or we could start going the witch route and start trying to buff some of this. We could go for some of the jewel sockets. You know what? We could work our way towards Dreamer, because we will need the mana regen, especially as we're doing as we transition into Blade Vortex. Alright. At least right now, everything's kind of killing stuff. So that's a positive. But this is probably not the way. The other thing about Merveil is that she will lead you to her. She does want to see you. She just wants to also do bad things with your body. And not good bad things, but legitimately bad things, like kill it until it dies and then kill it some more. Maybe if you weren't a fish woman, you would not be so cold. And Doreso is an asshole. A vain, self-indulgent asshole. And it makes me feel a little bit for Merveil and her plight. Because she definitely got the raw end of the deal. But then again, she also is a boss and an axe, so... But unlike some of the other bosses that are in Axe, Merveil is probably... She's more of a nuisance to the coast, but she's been driven madder than, say, some other people who are more just in the throes of trying to become more powerful than anything else ever. She just wants to do the Elsa thing and kind of move off to her own and live herself, but whereas people think little snow people or abominable snowmen are cute, apparently for some reason her creatures that she creates that look kind of like seafarers' nightmares are not exactly very well received. Okay, is this... Okay, this should be... Hopefully this is not me dying. Alright. Looks like that dead-ended. So let's go this way. Alright, pretty good. Just really wanted that orb. Alright. So we know she's up here at least. Yeah, I'm liking this league so far. I mean, it's pretty much... I mean, I guess you could say it doesn't have as much flavor as some other things because it's essentially a big old loot pinata in almost every zone, but isn't that what these kind of games are for? Defend the relic. Let's see if we can do a little better this time. Something tells me we're going to do a little better. We're getting a lot more energy shield when we stand next to the relic, so that's nice. So mana is going to be our Achilles heel for this build for at least the time being. Okay, we got 15 more seconds. Is that to... Okay, why did we have to get the explodey guys from the next act? Is it just defend it for 8 more seconds? Or is it kill all the way if it's an 8 seconds already fail? I guess we'll find out. 2, 1, completes. Alright.
If God were a man, he'd be
Grinning his tits off right now. How New Zealander of you to say. That's not how they talk in New Zealand. So we're almost there. Orb Scourging, alright. I can just click on it. We're having our fun with latency again. But here we are, the glittering treasures of Reveal. Please tell me there's going to be like a... I bet you do. What I want to know is, I'll go and put up a portal. Okay, now I'll tell you what I didn't do that I normally do. It's actually buy some resistance rings. It feels like that's going to be a good idea. I mean, we can portal out of that fight just fine. I mean, I've just been flying through some of this. As much as I say, I feel like I'm going slow, and to an extent, that's true.
Mervale dwells in the... If you must take your chances with the siren.
Okay, so we get Reeve, Ice Nova, Lightning Trap, Blade Vortex. What's the title of this video? Blade Vortex. Alright, so... Fire Trap's okay. Ethereal Knives is good. So we're going to be ditching Contagion soon. Keep Fire Trap over here. Since we can't actually move while using Blade Vortex, we'll keep it there. So, Nessa, got any sapphire rings for me, please? Please, because I forgot to check. You don't. Alright, we'll get to do this the old-fashioned brute force way and just hope that we can make it out alive. Nothing wrong with that strategy. I mean, the alternative is just to try and out-level it or go in with a group. But we're going to do it this way, because we're not playing hardcore, so we can just kind of have a laugh together if we die. Alright. So she resists elemental damage. She does a fuck ton of it. How many little blades can we whirl here? Because that's going to do so much damage. See, this is where it's good. That's where it's not so good. We can just get her to phase 2. So if we can just get her to phase 2. There we go. And there are things that we can do to increase the duration of that and get more out there. Whirling Blades is part 1 of this strategy that we're doing. So she resists elemental damage still. Like how Cavalier is like, just need a moment, I can't quite get my traps yet. Alright. So we're still doing pretty good here. Yeah. We got it. There we go. Yay! Can probably do better with those gloves. Plague Mask. Could probably do better with that. Silken Vest is okay. Gloves is okay. Could probably use some better armor, but we're not there. Alright, so I kind of need to think about where I want to go with the skill point here. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop the stream here in a little bit anyway, because I just kind of wanted to squeeze in just a little bit for now. So I think we'll at least make it up to town with this. And we'll do this again as the builds progress a little bit more. I'll have to change what I'd originally said I was going to call this video, because obviously we're still early here in the Perandus League.
Has too many damned places to hide in the forest.
So come here, little dudes. Hug my knives. Hug my knives. All you guys can just hug my knives. Okay. Has better range than you might expect. So here we go. How many? What's our total here? Not a lot. I mean, they're hiding behind trees, so let's keep going. Strategy here could be just to run around with knives and just kill everything. That sounds like a good time had by all. You can throw some fire traps around to facilitate that process. And we do have added cold damage to here. And we do have added cold damage for this ability as well. Static Strike, interesting. We just got all the fun voices of the jungle. All these little dudes that are both trying to kill me and run away. Alright. See, I think mana is going to be our #1 need here going forward. Which is okay. It's going to be a little... That's why I said before, it's always a little dicey when you're first just starting out and you don't have all of your skills and abilities together. But Whirling Blades is just good. Good. Even still. And another nice thing is that for the beginning of a league here, it's pretty affordable, because much like Summon Raging Spirits, which is another kind of affordable build, there's really good items that you can get for even just the basics, if you can't afford or have all the currency, or if it's a new league and not everyone has the stuff to trade. There's lots that can be gained just with some basic stuff and investment in the skills, because it says it does like 67 DPS. Well, I guess maybe they did actually finally update it, because they used to calculate that based on per knife. Maybe they still do, but a lot to be had. A lot to get going for it. I don't know if I'm making sense anymore. Alright, so let's talk to Silk. And like I said, I think I am going to have to end this, at least for the moment here.
You and me. The road?
So we'll stream again. We'll do this again. It's fun times had by all, I hope. But for now, this is Asher. I can be found on YouTube, and you may be watching this video on YouTube at Asher Games. Yeah, let's just go ahead and put up this thing. It's somewhere. Yep. Thanks for watching! Ooh, Path of Exile. It's all good. But thank you for sticking around. Thank you for those that joined during the stream. I hope the quality is okay. I have a few more drop frames than I'd like, but that's kind of how it goes here sometimes. So hopefully the video quality is okay. Hopefully the audio quality is okay. More importantly, hope you had a good time looking around, and we will continue this here. I'll do another video as I kind of get more into the build. Like I said, there's a lot of... I'm at the point now where I can kind of diverge, and I just kind of want to think about which way to go, especially now that all the skill planners and stuff have the most up-to-date tree. We got lots of places we can go here. We've barely scratched the surface. But that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Thanks for watching. YouTube is now Asher Games. Need to adjust that.